On the news tonight, FCT administration investigates alleged rejection of patient in Maitama General Hospital. Health experts advise citizens to test for asthma as Nigeria commemorates World Asthma Day. And FCT police solicits the cooperation of Kubwa residents towards zero crime rate. Hello and welcome to the news at 7 on NTA Channel 5, Abuja. I am Mariam George Jitubo. The Federal Capital Territory Administration has assured all Nigerians, particularly FCT residents, that all public facilities are for the public, saying that every person that has emergency has the right to go to any of the hospitals in the FCT and must be attended to. Acting Secretary, FCT Health and Human Services Secretariat, Mohammed Kawu, stated this at an investigation to ascertain the truth about a viral video on the social media. On the
3rd of May 2021, a short video produced in House language that went viral on social media, showing that an accident victim was brought to the emergency unit of the Maitama District Hospital but was rejected. The Acting Secretary, FCTA Health and Human Services Secretariat, Mohammed Kawu, maintained that any staff found to have exhibited any form of negligence over the said matter will be sanctioned in accordance with the civil service rules.
This has been the policy, and as one of you asked, the policy of federal government on accident victims is that you treat first before you look for police. And I think they did that because I understand the DPO of this place had come to see the patient, and the patient has been on admission and is doing well, as you've heard from the MD of the hospital. So
the Chief Medical Director, Maitama District Hospital, claimed that the victim, George Ihimoni, was actually taken into the emergency unit for proper attention, as against the message conveyed by the viral video.
And the patient is in the ward now, he's receiving treatment, he's getting better. And to our surprise, we saw the social media message, but we've also taken it in good faith, and I want to assure you that Maitama Hospital is poised to take care of patients.
Meanwhile, the patient is getting adequate attention and is recuperating. The Federal Capital Territory Administration again assured Nigerians that every person has the right to go to any of the hospitals and must be attended to. In Abuja, Ifeanyi Isumba, NT News.
And the federal government has been commended for the travel restrictions placed on Brazil, Turkey and India following a recent surge in cases of COVID-19 in those countries. Our correspondent spoke to some Nigerians on these latest developments. With the third wave of COVID-19 hitting countries like Brazil, Turkey and India, the federal government, through the Presidential Steering Committee on COVID-19, has declared that travelers who have visited Brazil, India or Turkey within 14 days preceding travel to Nigeria shall be denied entry into the country. The latest travel restrictions, which takes effect from 4th of May 2021, shall be reviewed after 4 weeks. What is the perception of some Nigerians on this?
The travel restriction is in order. I would wish that the federal government should reinforce it through the Nigerian borders, particularly India. If we allowed India to troop into this country, for the past 2 weeks, we've learned that a lot of them are coming by air. So I would love the PTF to take cognizance of all these people coming to this country, because our life, Nigerian life, supersedes any other person. Not only India, even Brazil, we must place strict restriction in order to save our life and for our children yet unborn.
It's a very good idea because the COVID up till now is not over. And people are taking it, they are so nonchalant with it. I don't know why. But I believe we should ban them. If it's possible, they should ban everywhere in the world so that people should stay in their country and take care of themselves and make sure this thing goes out of our lives.
It's a very good opinion because as far as with this third wave of this COVID-19, it's a very strong one. I think the strain is a strong one, and it's something we don't need to take with levity hand. And because even in the United States, in the UK and Turkey as we speak, there is restriction ban and all of this. So Nigerians too have to take precautions so that we don't have high mortality rate.
These restrictions, the Presidential Steering Committee on COVID-19 says, was taken following a risk assessment of countries with high incidence of cases, as well as a proactive measure not to be caught napping in the third wave of COVID-19 being experienced in these countries.
Meanwhile, figures from the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC, as at 4th May 2021, indicates one new case of COVID-19 in the FCT, bringing the total number of confirmed cases to 19,801, while active cases stand at 538, and the number of discharged cases in the territory put at 19,097. Sadly, 166 deaths have been recorded in the FCT. And still talking health, the need for multi-sectoral approach towards the prevention of gender-based violence has been re-echoed by panelists at a high-level discourse to mark the International Day of Nurses and Midwives in Abuja. Odiri Ogboru-Arutere reports that the event was organized in conjunction with the United Nations Population Fund.
Gender-based violence is directed at an individual based on his or her biological sex or gender. It includes physical, sexual, verbal, emotional, and psychological abuse. Gender-based violence has a profound impact on health. It can contribute to HIV prevalence, unintended pregnancies, as well as increase the rate of maternal injury and death. Against this backdrop that the Nigerian Nurses and Midwives, a health professional association dominated by women, decided to spotlight on ending violence against women and girls in Nigeria.
Campaign, the Orange Campaign against gender-based violence, as we are all aware that the gender-based violence is everywhere, especially in Nigeria.
Key stakeholders from NATIP, human rights activists, among others, participated on discourse themed access to services for gender-based violence survivors in Nigeria, a call to action.
About 18 million people are violated, and out of 18 million, we just have less than 4,000 reported cases.
In 1992, the International Confederation of Midwives, ICM, declared 5th May of every year as the International Day of Midwives. In Abuja, Odiri Ogboru-Arutere, NTA News.
And as Nigerians join the rest of the world to commemorate World Asthma Day, health experts recommend need for citizens to engage in testing themselves of asthma when they feel any symptom. Aisha Uba Ali reports that the World Asthma Day, which is marked every first Tuesday in the month of May, has as the theme for 2021 uncovering misconception of asthma.
According to World Health Organization, the World Asthma Day is of public health importance, as 2016 predictions say about 339 million people globally are asthmatic. An asthmatic patient who spoke on anonymity, Lola, says she has, however, been able to manage her condition.
Okay, so I was first diagnosed when I was a child, and I'd been able to manage it because I was with my parents. But when I first went to university on my own, a new state, a different environment, I developed the symptoms again.
The 2021 World Asthma Day is to create awareness, especially in clearing the misconception associated with asthma. Dr. Kingsley Osage emphasizes that asthma is not curable, though on very and rare occasions, some children outgrow it.
A few cases that, yes, we were diagnosed to be asthmatic in children, and then eventually, yes, you'll be free of symptoms. But There's very few cases. We must underline very few cases. So, but as the day progresses, so the disease is also progressive.
Different studies in Nigeria put Nigerians' asthma rating at 10 to 13% prevalence. Lola is, however, hopeful that one day most caregivers and employees will show more understanding, tolerance, and love to asthmatic patients.
So I feel parents should just try and be understanding and also accommodate and also try to, it makes me feel down sometimes, but just show love and try to make them feel like they are not an outcast.
The first World Asthma Day was celebrated in 1998 in more than 35 countries, with the first World Asthma meeting held in Barcelona, Spain. In Abuja, Aisha Obali, NTA News.
And now to security. The Kubwa Divisional Police Officer, Chief Superintendent of Police, Bello Abdullahi, has urged all Kubwa residents to collaborate with them in the area of information sharing to enhance effective policing in the area. He said this during the live security check program called The Police on NTA Channel 5, Abuja, the Unity Station. Aina J. Auta has more.
CSP Bello Abdullahi dwelt on some security challenges in Kubwa, like kidnapping, armed robbery, activities of scavengers, housebreaking and carjacking, amongst others, stating what his division is doing to check such.
I have helped a lot of this community to set up their vigilante.
Okay.
I have helped them mentor and lecture their vigilante. I have even made sure most of the night I walk out 11 a.m., 11 p.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m. to supervise this vigilante on their spot. So that has been very good for us, and the menace of robbery and all these vices have gone drastically down.
While responding to a caller from Nyanya, the Kubwa DPO stressed that residents should not be scared of collaborating with the police, especially in the area of information sharing, as this, he added, will help in policing, while explaining that his men do not collaborate with criminals.
The kind of men I have, I give them good leadership. I make sure they are professional enough. Talk to us. If you are in danger, within 5 minutes, 5 minutes maximum within Kubwa, I'll be there.
He also made available a contact number for information sharing in Kubwa. Ayena J. Auta, NTA News.
You won't go shake your body. Instead, they make it calm down. It a farm say it's happy. You want to grow 6 packs in a day. I beg you not to pass your power. You want to show yourself, oh.
Whatever your size, find it with the new Airtel data plans. Dial *141# now to get the plan that suits you. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Into the groove, I see the feeling this bad do. Anywhere you there, forget about your age. Oh, no, no. It no matter who you be, you better go enter body. It no matter where you there, I beg you start to jolly. Different groove, we dey shelele. Now we get the vibe, yo yo. Enjoyment, yapa, celebration, na na na. Give me that smooth groove.
Think Chapman, drink smooth.
In the sports world, Ifeanyi Uba FC held Eyimba to a draw in epic Nigerian Professional Football League clash today as Manchester City breaks 2 Champions League records in PSG win. Cynthia Ogun has more on Sports Brief.
Darkness looms for Nigerian rugby players as Rugby Afrique has reportedly placed Nigeria on suspension owing to the dissolution of the federations, which apparently has been interpreted by continental sports bodies as government interference. Rugby players have decried the suspension, which if not withdrawn could stop the players from participating at the Rugby World Cup qualifiers next month in South Africa. Manchester City beat PSG 2-0 in the second leg of their Champions League semi-final tie, sealing a 4-1 win on aggregate and earning City a spot in the final. With their win, City has become the first English club to record 7 consecutive victories in the competition. In other news, Manchester United fans have launched a campaign to boycott the club's commercial partners in the bid to put pressure on the Glazer family. However, the Glazer family members have refused to engage the media and have chosen to stay silent on the issue. Meanwhile, Victor Osimhen has returned to training with the rest of his Napoli teammates after recovering quickly from a head injury he sustained from a collision with a Cagliari defender at the Diego Armando Maradona on Sunday. In basketball, race for number 1 in the Eastern Conference continues as the Milwaukee Bucks down Brooklyn Nets for the second time in 3 days to cement their playoff spot, whereas LeBron James is expected to miss back-to-back games this week due to his injured right ankle. With Sports Brief, Cynthia Ogun, NTA News.
And now a quick reminder, COVID-19 vaccine is free. Please avail yourself the opportunity to be vaccinated. It is the effective way of curtailing the spread of the virus. And that is the news in English. Up next is translations. Good night.
Ama agbaje piaje wo wona abiku jagbeda wana ba shi bada wo ma president fa yuba wani wagwa na baje gaye gwamnati kisid na atete shi ba bakuda zaza hanga gwamnati anya shi zaza hanya nu nga gwamnati anya sa shi ba shi ba zaza ba mi wala ba we wa ma shi nyaka tutu ma shi inya ya Muhammad kawo nu bai dalonu nga bada an ko zaza lo ina se bada go nga gwamnati anya sa shi ba shi ba mai tama to baye kwa go nya sa ina ballo che bai ga badai to wulala nu zana gmai wa go do ga nya sa ina wo ba wuwai ba we ayo ga George yin nga ba bala go to na sa shi ba shi ba a shi wa sa shi bolo we wa nge na iso ti lo anabaya se da ijasu nge iki yela bwa sudo na ayin gbodo hun aye aipa nge aye nya sa sunsun na shi yin pebo abakpe ba la yi mbeje kala nge yin ya lo nge ayansan ashigbashi ba yemu eyi nai ntu yasan pia bo nge Aisha uba ali wada nge mako kmisi na mpe kweyin nu jin ayin gbodogun aye nyasan sunsun na shinge yin pe ba pa ya bo bayin jin apmalo yin pe kweyin ba kan azawe ya lo ntu yasan bo nge ezo ba pe yasan bo sapa abami ajuko shigbe kubwa busu bida zana gmange CSP Bello Abdullahi wala akubwa yi mbaje kala nge bashi bada abusu abida abo sheba zanzan lo owu abedenu babma nge bashi kwa wu ba sheba bashi ba tutun owu fi nkubwa shimi ayina ji autawa da nge abusu bida zana gmange bai ni weda bedadanu sanu mba benyawa abenya tu ya tete jimbe ko yin ina yi kolege nge abusu bida sa atutun jinyan wa godu she wo godu we ngai ga sha banu ko ku ganga ba zaza ekin ko yin kola za tile na swad na busu bidai na bayashi ya daba abu mba zaza lo ntuge ba shi abanu ko shigbe ma gbaya je anabaji ku zai be ja da wasu shi kwasi yin wa fi na gbada sai su
Masu kallon mu barkamu da mace ga fasarar takaitattun labarai mai karantawa Isiyaku Buhari Suleja. Hukumar Raya Babban Birnin Tarayya ta bayyana cewa duk ɗan Najeriya musamman mazauna babban birnin tarayya duk wani kaddara mallakar gwamnati na kowa ne. Ta ce duk wani da ke da damuwa gaggawa yana da dama ya tafi kowane asibitoci da ke babban birnin tarayya kuma dole ne a bashi kulawa. Wanda ya bayyana haka shine sakatare na riko ta fannin kiwon lafiya na babban birnin tarayya Kawu Muhammad a lokacin da suke bincike don samun gaskiyar game da wani bidiyo da yake yawo a kafafen yada labarai na zamani da cewa asibitin Maitama ta ki amsar wani wanda ya samu hadarin mota, wanda bincike ya nuna ba haka bane. An yi kira ga mazauna Kuba da ke babban birnin tarayya da su haɗa kai da hukumar 'yan sanda ta fannin kawo masu labarai abubuwa da ke faruwa game da miyagun mutane domin samun ingantaccen tsaro. Wakiliyarmu a Inaji Auta ta ruwaito mana cewa wanda ya yi wannan kira shine jami'in ɗan sanda mai kulawa da sashin Bello Abdullahi a lokacin shirin nan na 'yan sanda wanda gidan talabijin na Channel 5 ke ɗauka. Najeriya ta biyo bayan kasashe duniya na zagayowar ranar masu ciwon ɗauken numfashi. Wakiliyarmu Aisha Uba Ali ta ruwaito mana cewa masana kan harkokin lafiya sun shawarci al'umma da su dinga yin gwajin cutar da zaran sun ji alama. Haka ranar wadda yakan zagayo ne a kowane shekara cikin farkon watan Mayu. Akan kuma wayar da kan al'umma a wannan ranar game da cutar. Jama'a, ƙarshen fasarar takaitattun labaran kenan, mu kwana lafiya.
Ekele m gị onye ọma na-ege ntị, oge erukwala maka akụkọ ụwa nke uhuruchi a. Ọkọ akụkọ bụ mụ Rachel Ifi Ono. Gọọmenti isi ala anyị agbaala ndị ala anyị ọkachasị ndị bi n'ime isi ala anyị ume ma mee ka ha ghọta na ụlọ ahụike ọbụla ga-anabata ma lekọta onye ọbụla nwere ihe mberede anya. O kwere nghọta na onye na-anọchite anya odeakwụkwọ n'ihe gbasara nlekọta ahụike mmadụ Muhammad Kawu kpughere nke a mgbe ọ na-eme nnyocha banyere kepụkepụ na-efegharị n'ịntanetị maka onye nwere ihe mberede okporo ụzọ nke ha kwuru na ụlọọgwụ Maitama jụrụ ịnabata ya. Dịka ala anyị sonyere na mba ụwa niile wee merube emume ncheta ụbọchị ụkwara umeọkụ, Aisha Uba Ali wetara akụkọ na ndị ọrụ ahụike gbara ndị ala anyị ume ka ha gbaa mbọ hụ na ha mere nnyocha maka ọrịa tupu ha daa na ya bụ ọrịa. Ọ gakwara n'ihu kwuo na Tuzdee mba ọbụla n'ime ọnwa Mee n'afọ niile ka ụwa niile ji emerube emume ncheta ụbọchị ụkwara umeọkụ. Onyeisi ndị uwe ojii na ngalaba ụlọọrụ ndị uwe ojii nke Kubwa, Bello Abdullahi, akpọkuola ndị obibi Kubwa niile ka ha na ndị uwe ojii na ya bụ obodo jikọọ aka ọnụ maka ọganihu gbasara ọrụ nche na ya bụ obodo. Anyị Naijiria Ụta wetara akụkọ na ya bụ nwa amadi mere ka nke a pụta ìhè mgbe o sonyere n'ihe omume a na-eme na ngalaba ụlọọrụ NTA Channel 5 akpọrọ Kpọọ Ndị Uwe Ojii. Ọ gakwara n'ihu nye ha akara ekwentị ha ga-eji kpọọ ndị uwe ojii mgbe ọbụla ha chọpụtara agwa ọjọọ n'ime ya bụ obodo. Onye ọma na-ege ntị, ebe a ka anyị pịachiri akụkọ ụwa nke taa. Chebiri anyị n'oge anyị chi niile. Udo dịrị unu.
iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ìkànnì karùn-ún ti ìlú Àbújá ló ń dé sí etí ìgbọ̀nyín. Bọ́lájí Mátì ni oníròyìn. Ìjọba ìlú Àbújá sọ wípé gbogbo ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè pàápàá àwọn tó ń gbé ìlú Àbújá ló ní àǹfààní àti lo àwọn ohun èlò yíká. Ó ṣe àfikún wípé lásìkò pàjáwìrì gbogbo ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè ló lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ àti gba ilé ìwòsàn kí ilé ìwòsàn lọ lórígun mẹ́rin ìlú Àbújá tí wọ́n sì gbọ́dọ̀ dá onítọ̀hún lóhùn. Adelé ọ̀gá àgbà ètò ìlera l'Àbújá Mohammed Kawu ló la ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀hún mọ́lẹ̀ lásìkò ètò ìwádìí tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́ lórí àwòrán tó gbòde kan lórí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára wípé wọ́n kọ̀ láti gba ènìyàn kan tó kàgbákò jàǹbá lójú pópó ní ilé ìwòsàn agbègbè Maitama ní ọjọ́ 3 oṣù yìí. Bí orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ṣe ń darapọ̀ mọ́ orílẹ̀-èdè gbogbo fún ayẹyẹ ọjọ́ ikọ́fé lágbàáyé, àwọn onímọ̀ lórí ètò ìlera sọ wípé ó ṣe pàtàkì púpọ̀ fún kálukú láti máa ṣe àyẹ̀wò ara ẹni pàápàá tí ó bá ń fi ojú hàn. Alákòjọpọ̀ ìròyìn Aisha Ubali ròyìn wípé ètò ọ̀hún á máa wáyé ní ọjọ́ ìṣẹ́gun àkọ́kọ́ nínú oṣù yìí láti jẹ́ kí àwọn ènìyàn mọ̀ àti láti jẹ́ kí ọkàn gbogbogbò dá lórí àwọn ohun tó rọ̀ mọ́. Dókítà Kingsley Osage sọ ọ̀pọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ lórí àrùn ọ̀hún pẹ̀lú ìmọ̀ràn láti máa ṣe àyẹ̀wò rẹ̀. Ọ̀gá àgbà àgọ́ ọlọ́pàá abúlé Kubwa Bello Abdullahi ti rọ gbogbo aráàlú wípé kí wọ́n fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ pẹ̀lú ọgbà ọ̀hún nípasẹ̀ ìwíhùn láti mú kí iṣẹ́ rọrùn fún àwọn agbófinró ní agbègbè ọ̀hún. Alákòjọpọ̀ ìròyìn Ayé Àwùjá ròyìn wípé ọ̀gá Bello gbé ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀hún kalẹ̀ lórí ètò pé ọlọ́pàá tó máa ń wáyé lọ́sẹ̀ọ̀sẹ̀ ní iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ìkànnì karùn-ún ti ìlú Àbújá. Ó rọ̀ wọ́n wípé kí wọ́n má ṣe fòyà torí pé ọgbà ọ̀hún ń ṣe ohun gbogbo dájú fún ààbò ẹ̀mí àti dúkìá gbogbogbò. Tó ìdùnnú púpọ̀ ṣíun ní ọbẹ̀ oge títí ìwòye ọ̀la Ojúmọ́ Ire ni yóò mọ̀ wá.